Hey everybody, welcome back to another Minecraft video, and I am so sorry. I am so sorry I did not make a video this week. That's very unusual. It was a busy week. I'll try not to let it happen again, but this whole week I've also been trying to brainstorm about what I can do for my next video, and I've asked lots of YouTubers, none of them have replied. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna show you some awesome redstone flying machines that you can use that are very useful. So let's get started. So what you're gonna need is that you're gonna need a piston, sticky piston. You're gonna need observer, redstone block, and of course you're gonna need a slime block. You're also gonna need obsidian, or if you're doing this in survival, a furnace or a chest or anything that's unmovable. And you're also going to need a button or a flint and steel, whatever you like. And you're going to need a block like this, and since we're doing griefing machines, some TNT. So I want to show you a missile first. So missiles are very fun to use in Minecraft because, well, if you like blowing up stuff, which everyone likes to do in Minecraft, then this is something you would like to build. And it's very easy. This machine is very easy. I created this model. It's very simple, it's inexpensive, and I'll show you how it's done. So first you're going to need one of these world's most smallest flying machines. So if it does this, it's relatively fast, then it's good. So now what you're going to need is you're going to need a piston and an observer facing where you want the missile to go, which direction. So right now it doesn't really matter which side you put them both, but I'm just going to put them on this side. You could also ride in it, but I wouldn't recommend that because, well, you're on a missile. So then you just put the TNT, and yeah. But if you're doing this, if you're like making it like really high up, I recommend you put something like this, because when this thing stops, this observer will ignite this TNT in it, and if this block isn't here or any of these blocks, then it won't explode the rest of the TNT. It'll just ignite and then fall all the way down and not do anything. So that's this is something to keep in mind. This is like a mini version. If you want to make it a little bigger, you can just make it like this. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to put a redstone block here, because if I put TNT right next to a redstone block, it'll explode. Keep that in mind as well. So if you want to start it, I'm gonna make a 3x3. Let me see if this is, yeah. I'm gonna make a 3x3 block of block. So it's gonna be filled with more block, so like that. So let's do it. Let's try it. Do this, and it looks like the observer is actually powering the TNT, but it's not, because it's getting pushed before it can power it. But when it hits something, it will ignite the TNT and it will explode pretty much all of it. These 2 blocks, I swear to God. Okay, but what if you don't want to do any missiles? What if you just want to make like a robot, a giant robot that you can ride in and stalk the night skies and annoy your friends by them crushing their crops? It's probably not really a legitimate situation, but, well, what if, guys? So if you want to make a walking robot, you need some legs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a leg for you, and I'm gonna explain to you how this leg works. So first you're gonna need a piston. Then you're gonna put this is a normal piston, by the way. Then you're gonna put 3 slime blocks like this. And then you're gonna put pistons like this. Gonna put this. This is a sticky piston, by the way. You're gonna put this. And this is the leg. and then you can put this. And usually it'll be way high, it'll be way more high up, so the leg can actually look like it's longer. But yeah, so let's try it. So if you power this, you can see that these pistons pushed this leg and it went up, forward, and then back down. So how this works is that when this gets pushed, then this redstone block will power this piston, and that will push this slime block. This will push that slime block and the redstone block, but then after that, the sticky piston is going to be right here, and it's not going to be attached to the slime block, and it's not going to be powered. And when it's not powered, when it's not powered and it's right here, this redstone block will be right here, and it will push this block right here, and it will move the entire leg, and it will go back down since it went back to the position that it started with. It's kind of complicated, but if you start to keep doing it and understand how it works, it's really fun. But if you're thinking of making this, hooking this up to a flying machine so it can automatically do it, keep in mind that the flying machine has to be a slow flying machine. You can't make it fast because, as you can see, when I pushed that piston and made this leg move, it took a little bit of time. So I'm gonna try to make a little small flying machine right here. So I'm going to push that there. So now put that there like this. I think I'm going to make it like this, so that's when I update this piston and let it go. So then you're going to do this pull thing, and if you guys want to know more about flying machines and like the basics to it, you can see I made a couple of videos ago. I made, what's it called? I made a video of flying machines and how most of them work. So what I like to do in this situation is, when I'm making two legs, I make sure to put a slime block here, and make the observer here so it can update this sticky piston. So this is the slow flying machine. So let's give it a go. I need my button. I don't like to use flint and steel because you can't really use it on the side in Java edition right now. So that's why I like to use a button. So there you go. There's one leg. And if you've noticed that this slime block is pulled, goes this way before this slime block does. So that's good if you want to make legs. If you want to make another leg. So if you want to make another leg, you just do the same thing as you did on the other side. It's not that hard, and since this version is kind of short, it's easy to memorize, which is good. So when you put this piston down here, and then you put redstone here, then you try it, and it looks like it's walking. So this is a pretty cool thing to do. So but what if you want to make? What if you just don't want? What if you don't like? What if you want more than just legs? What if you just want a body? Well, yeah, you can do that. So if you do this, here, let me try to make this body right here. And keep in mind of the piston push limit, which is 12 blocks. So let's see. It's going to be like that, and it's going to look almost like this, but except it's going to be pulling up, and I'm going to put arms with it as well. So I'm calculating how much pistons this thing is going to push. So it's going to push this, this, this. No, it's going to push this and this. So it's going to be it's going to pull it actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, it'll work. I'm trying to make the arms right now, so I'm gonna put these pistons here to make it more spread out, and you have to make sure that they're like in the same area, if you know what I mean. Like they're symmetrical, so the arms would be in the same like distance away from the middle of the body as the other arm. So that's something to keep in mind. So I'm gonna put, this is my little arm. Looks kind of stupid because I'm just showing you as an example. And since it said 12, since there's a 12 block push limit and that was 11, now I can make a 12 one right here, and I can make a face, or at least a little head. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this is my little robot. I don't like this. I'm gonna put it here to make it look more realistic. Like that. You can be very picky about these. Just know that it's your design. You can do it, and you can do whatever you want with it. So let's update this piston, and let's see this thing in action. And of course, it failed. So now we know that the arms and the legs work. So I'm gonna skip the video so I can fix it. But actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do something better. So instead of fixing this, I think I'm just gonna blow it up because, well, I don't really care. So let's see how good this thing does. Of course, it landed on the floor. Well, that caused a bit of lag because my computer is a little weak, but I mean, it worked. So what if you want to create a flying machine that you can just ride on? Like, you don't want it to be too big or too small. Well, if you want to make the world's smallest flying machine, that's a good option. But I have another way that's really good. So you know, the best way to transport items is a minecart with a chest, so I'm going to take this, but keep in mind that you have to have a rail to put it down. So if I try to break this rail right here, it will do this. So, and it will stay here. So if you want to put a couple things like that, and what if you want to put a boat so you can ride on it and carry all of your items at the same time, you can also fill this minecart with chests with shulker boxes if you want to travel with extra large amount of supplies. You can just do this, and if you want to actually, if you want to actually go through your chest while you're riding, you're going to have to probably turn your boat like this. But anyway, let's give it a go. So if you want to travel, okay, so that failed miserably. I did not think that was going to happen. Actually, I did think it was going to happen, but I wasn't prepared for it, if you know what I mean. So, what if you want to make a vertical flying machine? What if you want to make a vertical missile? Well, if you want to make a vertical missile, excuse my voice crack, if you want to make a vertical missile, you're going to have to do this. You're going to have to pretty much do what you did with the piston, the other, what's it called? I can't even speak. The other missile, but instead of making the world's smallest flying machine, you're just gonna have to manage with this. So, what if you say, what if I can't make this because, well, if I put an observer here and a piston right here, they're not in the same, they're not aligned. Well, that's when you just put a slime block right there, and then all of your problems of life are solved. I'm just kidding. And you are ready. So put the redstone block there, put some TNT, and what's good about this one is that you don't really need to worry about that thing when you have to cover it before it explodes. So these TNT won't fall down, because when this gets ignited, it will just lie down on this observer. So it works exactly the same way. So if you put two blocks, Jesus, I guess more. So, and then it will explode, and, well, you disappoint me. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this useless video, and leave a like and subscribe if you like these really weird redstone videos, and if you want me to make more. And if you want me to make one that's featuring you and your ideas, you can comment below about some stuff that I can try to make, and I'll try to put in my next video. So, I'll see you guys later.